So
Speaking of head, let's talk about blowjobs.
okay. You know what I just found out about? There's a holiday. I think I don't want to misquote. I think it's in Russia, but it's March 14th, and it's called like Steak and Blowjob Day, and it's like the men made it up because they wanted to battle like Valentine's Day, so they were like, actually, March 14th is Steak and Blowjob Day, and you have to make me a steak and give me fellatio, which I think is kind of funny.
Well, it's March 14th today, so...
Oh my God!
Which you want, Ellie? Yeah.
Wait,
Holy
that's why I
shit,
saw
what?
it. Somebody posted about it. That's too funny. Ellie,
Yeah.
do you want a blowjob and I'll cook you steak?
See, the thing is with blow is that like it can mean so many things. Blow is cocaine, right? And
Yeah,
then-
well, when you shorten it,
Sure.
it becomes something else. I think
the thing.
blowjob.
We're looking for a blowjorb, which
Yeah.
is like a full thing of its own type. Man, as soon as you were like, all right, blowjobs, I was like, wow, this old chestnut. Like, are we really back at the blowjob well for banter?
Well, I mean, it's the best well, and I
mean,
also
and it is their day.
I have a bone. I have a bone to pick with the old blow job, because that's the
Okay.
thing. It's so many inappropriate things are blowy, like cocaine. You know, who have a blow job, a cocaine job, like a heist. Where you're stealing cocaine and it's
Sure.
a blow
Oh, okay. A blowjob. Okay.
How long has it been since you left the baby at home with
I
Chris?
haven't left in
you-
like 40.
Ellie is
I was
desperate.
like, do you need us to come and
Ellie
freak
goes
you
on the
out
subway and she's
here?
like, "Someone talk to me about blowjobs. Someone talk to me about sex."
Actually,
Honestly,
today
for
it's
New
March
York-
14th. Can I offer you a blowjob and a steak? It works really well in the subways of New York, especially in these days when people are crazy down there. What I was gonna say though, I have a problem with English. I have many problems with English, but one of the problems I have with English is that this one time when a man in a superior position to me, like he was my boss, and my friend said, "Why don't you blow him off?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do that, can I?
The solution to all of my problems is right here all along.
And the problem is, of course, then that created this whole, fantasy of like, I can't blow off or can I blow off my boss? It became that, because forbidden stuff is sexy. But then I quit instead.
Probably good.
My-
It's also an interesting thing to be like, "Oh, I hate my boss. I'm having trouble with my boss," and a friend being like, "You should fuck them." I think that would make it better.
Yeah, it's funny how I landed there, but I think it's funny to say like to blow someone off. It's not blow jobbing, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not blow jobbing. My goodness. If we just let you talk, you'll say any old thing, won't you?
No, exactly. But like to blow for Swedish listeners, to blow someone off is ignoring or dismissing them, according
That's
to
the same thing. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we-
we say that the same in America, too.
But then we
like,
also have
in
blowjob. I'm
Sweden.
assuming Sweden doesn't also have blowjob then. You don't say the equivalent of that?
No,
do
we
you?
also don't have blowjobs. We don't suck men's penises
You don't
in
perform
Sweden.
them?
No, of course we do.
Then what do you do
what I've
on March
heard,
14th?
I've heard. Okay, well, blowjob talk over.
Haha.
So Sydney is sick. It's March 14th. Sydney is sick because my daughter made her sick.
Yeah.
And Anne, how are you feeling?
I'm kind of in the mood for a blowjob. No. But I am in the mood for a steak. I've been trying to eat super healthy. We found out recently. I don't weigh myself because I'm afraid of numbers based on my illicit past. And so I have just been, eating paleo. Those that know. Eating clean, as they say. And we just found out that he's lost 50 pounds. So I know I'm probably not losing as much weight as him, but I definitely... Like, I can tell that I've lost some weight. So I know this isn't the yuck 'em up you're looking for, but if you're asking how I am, I feel like
Dude,
someone who's been able to move her rings to new fingers because they don't fit anymore.
I really appreciate that candid sort of talk. Like, I'm doing well. I'm following my goals. But I was gonna ask, do you do any type of measurement, like outside of the rings?
So sometimes I do like because I make costumes, I'll like end up having to measure myself. So
Right.
I have seen like, I think it's like at least 12 or 15 inches off of my waist, something
Dude,
like that.
Wow.
Which is wild.
That
I guess
is-
not my waist. That'd be wild. I think that's my hip measurement has gone down a lot. So these hips, they do lie. It turns out at this point, they used to not lie, and now they were very truthful, and now they're scandalous.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, so that's going on, and I'm a YouTube partner now. I don't know if you know that about me,
Congrats,
but
man.
a super
Amazing.
cool.
Man, congrats on all the things.
We're really. I love this
Yeah.
so much. I mean, we've already dated this episode because sometimes
Yeah.
I try to be like, well,
Old news.
last week, whenever this is being released. But we dated the first season too. I remember us talking about that. Did we mention like the Capitol Hill riots? I think we did
I
because
think we did.
yeah, because that was one of the episodes, but I think that episode was released in March or something. So we have dated our episodes. So this one is recorded on March 14, a Monday.
Steak and blowjob day.
Steak and blowjob day, and talking about our health.
Yeah.
I've started doing CrossFit, and I'm incredibly weak.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
don't you feel you're gonna feel? That's another way to measure things. It's just what you can do.
Oh, hell yeah.
Totally.
Like what you're able to do from day one to
Totally.
30 days in. You'll start to be like, wow, I'm kind of a fucking badass.
The times that I've weighed myself, like when I've weighed less, which was like a goal, I didn't necessarily look better or feel better about myself, but I totally agree that I think it's like how you feel or what you're able to do. Like if I don't get winded walking for a while, or like a quick jog, I'm like, oh, I'm stronger, So even when I
Yeah.
do yoga, which doesn't really help me, I don't know, like lose weight or something, but like I notice like I'm stronger, like my arms are stronger, and like
Yeah.
I feel better about myself because of it. So I think that's awesome,
Yeah.
Ellie. You're gonna get yoked from CrossFit though.
So the thing is, though, it's me, and then I'm surrounded by 6'5" men who are ginormous, like, and the sounds they make. I mean, I really start thinking like steak and blowjob day. Every time I see them. All right, we're gonna move on to.
We tried to help you, but you don't. You're like you have a gravitational
wanna be
pull
helped.
that is
It
wild.
doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I honestly am just trying to push away the inevitable. Can you hear that, Mr. Anderson? It's the sound of the inevitable. What movie?
The Matrix?
Yes!
The third one?
Was it?
First one.
Oh, I don't know. I was guessing.
I don't know
'cause
if
I
it's
couldn't remember.
actually. I don't know if that's the quote. I just remember Hugo Weaving looking hot. And
Also,
saying
I love
something
that
like that.
you said a Mr. Anderson quote like that would be the hardest Matrix quote to guess. It's like the most classic
I know.
interaction.
Yeah, but like Sydney looked confused. She didn't get it.
Well, you were also doing like a grovelly voice, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to think of the actor who sounds like this. I should have just listened.
I am not really good at impressions, so that was like another trick I did to really confuse you. But we're gonna just get into the dumb game. I'm mad.
Amazing.
So here's the thing. Here's what I'm actually worried about, because I looked up the rules for poison, not potion, poison. And I don't know if you guys remember, but last time, Lydia B. Thungood II, she failed her observation and drank from the tea from Miss Kitty Danville. I sent you guys a picture of Kitty.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you were a little distracted because she is a hottie.
Yeah. She's a hottie with a body and maybe a few hooves. Who could say?
She reminds me of Kate Beckinsale in Underworld. Like that
Yes.
vampire.
I love those
had
movies.
a sexual awakening when I saw that movie.
Oh yeah.
And I knew the movie was bad, but if it was so bad, why did it feel so good?
It's always on TV, and I always watch it when it's on.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can't look away. It's like a car crash.
Yeah.
A sexy car crash.
Yeah, a six. I think I don't even know if I've seen the movie. I've just seen her. That's all I saw from that movie. Remember?
Just white noise. Everything else.
But she's a really good actress. People forget that because she's so hot. But she's quite good. I saw her in like this costume. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. Kitty Danville, however, not a great actor. She completely did not lure any of you that she was not like a weird sicko. And now you're here. Lydia, you saw... Lydia, you drank, whereas Violet, you observed her not drinking. But question is, do you still drink from your tea?
Not if it smells like laudanum.
I mean, I don't know what that smells like, so is that what you say? This smells like laudanum.
No. Ha ha! I've got it now. No, I've solved a crime. No, so Violet smells and then her eyes go wide, realizing like the danger that they're in. She throws the teacup on the ground. She says, "What are you trying to pull here? You don't think we're that mad that we drink?" Oh, Lydia.
I spit it out.
She tries to pull the cup out of her hands.
Well. Kitty stands up suddenly. And you notice that someone is at the door, closing it. And it's the young man from before, George, the artist that greeted you in the door. And he's standing there, but he looks suddenly fierce and angry. He looks predatory, honestly. He looks like a predator.
Towards us?
Yes. And you might realize that you walked into the lair of something really evil. However, neither of you are very knowledgeable about the Vaesen, even though both of you have the sight. So you're not quite sure yet still what the hell this is. But what do? You're now cornered.
So, man, I feel like at this point, Lance just starts growling and jumps at the gentleman at the door.
Oh,
to try and clear the way.
All right, so I guess it's time for initiative then.
Listen, violence was done to my friend Lydia.
I wouldn't call it violence. It's more like, slow.
Wait, am I sick?
Well, that's what we're gonna figure out now. We're gonna pull some initiative cards, and I realize, how the hell do we do that?
Let's just roll a d10, and then whatever number we get would be the number in order.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And what did you get?
I pulled a 7.
Great. Sydney?
9.
Great. I pulled a 5.
So the later numbers are good, right?
It's unfortunately the other way around. I got a 5 for Kitty, and also for George Bland, the artist, a 3. So unfortunately, George sees the dog and attacks the dog, unfortunately.
No!
That's
Okay.
That's what you're into. And all right, so in Vaesen, just to remember, you get a fast action and a quick action. A fast action is to dodge, for example, to make a movement. A slow action. I was like a less fast action. A slow action, it's more of an attack. You have a whole list of things you can do.
I had to crack open the book to remember how to do combat.
Yep, same. It's been a while, guys. It's been like a year. So, George, he's gonna swing at the dog with a sword. And in Vaesen, you don't really have a familiar. Like, this dog is more for flavor, but it's quite good because it's taking up one action from George that would otherwise have been perhaps used on Violet. However, if he hits, it's probably goodbye, Lance. And I'm sorry.
No!
I am not very excited of it. Like, people might think that I love killing animals, but I'm actually like vegetarian and don't believe in
He's
killing
the
animals
best
at all.
kind of hunting dog.
Oh, that's
like he's the best kind you can get.
well, golden retrievers are also my favorite dog. Well, but here it comes, and I'm
Okay.
sorry, but Yeah, we'll see. That's 2 successes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The dog, unfortunately, it's no more.
I like our old mom.
Yep. Yep. Wasn't a bird this time, though. Wasn't a bird. Alright, and it's now Kitty's turn. So she saw that Lydia drank from the tea and isn't concerned about that. Otherwise, she probably would have gone for Lydia, because it says here that she goes for the most capable looking player. Although both of you are pretty capable. I forgot that Violet is a hunter.
It's funny that I would be the most
Fine.
capable when I'm just drinking the tea. Like, I'm the most capable, and she's like, look, look, look.
Yeah, but you didn't have your police
I took it off.
officer. Actually, so that makes sense that she would actually go for Violet then, because Violet is this dog-owning hunter. So what happens?
Formerly doggo.
Too soon. But so Kitty's, her sophistication and mystery about her drops. She goes from Kate Beckinsale to absolute monster. Her hands becomes these deadly claws, and her face contorts in a bestial snarl as she throws herself upon Violet. Yeah, this might hurt. All right, so she's gonna take a claw against you, but you can do your reaction.
Okay, I haven't
yeah,
acted.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'll use my reaction. So that would be a physique close combat roll
To parry,
to parry. Yeah.
or dodge. Parry or dodge. One second.
I think it's parry.
I think you can do both, right? But or you can do one of them. Fast acting. Sorry, I'm just gonna see. I had the table up here, Captain. I thought dodge was also a thing you could do.
Dodge is a reaction as well. Parry and dodge are both fast action reactions.
Yeah, and what type? Close combat force is parry, and dodge is agility. So whichever one is better.
Physique is close combat is better.
All right, so go for it.
All right, I have 2 successes.
Hell yeah! You completely dodge this lady.
Yo.
So she takes her gun up and sort of whips it off her back and uses it to brace against the attack, and sort of pushes off of her and lands somewhere near the couch, leaning against it.
And as this happens, you definitely see the leg of this lady as she moves with unnatural speed. And it's and it's a hoof. It doesn't look that nice. It looks kind of fucked up, but her eyes are completely black and her ears are pointy. So it's a pretty cool fasten that's going on right now. And also,
Wait, her ears are pointy? Like,
yeah, at least based on the image that I have in the book, it's a really cool, like, it's one of my favorite Vaesen drawings. But yeah, you were really lucky there, actually, Anne, because that would have hurt. That would have hurt really bad. And it's now your turn. Yeah.
It's now my turn. All right, so I will use my action to move into my first one to move into the outer ring, and then I will shoot with my rifle. So 1 ring away.
Did you
that all
draw? I think draw weapon is unfortunately a fast action.
Ah,
So you just
All right.
used it. So yeah.
awesome. So she sort of moves into a ring away, and I suppose, let's see, if I do this now, if I take my time to prepare to shoot next time, I won't be able to do anything this time. But if I stay up close with her, I would be able to make a close combat attack.
Yes.
Right?
You
All
are
right,
in
you know
the
what?
same. I will say
will
though,
stay there.
You are in the same zone in this room. This room doesn't have any more zones. Like so.
Oh, so I would have to be able to like move out a door or out a window. Okay. Is there a way to this. You know what? She'll draw her knife as her first action, and then she will attempt to stab with it.
Perfect. Yeah. So next time, you can. So you're preparing. You're drawing your knife. Is that for your turn?
I thought I had 2 actions.
Yeah. You only have two actions per.
You have a fast and a slow, and if you save your fast, you can use it to dodge or to parry.
Yeah.
That's the okay. All right. So in that case, I will simply move. No, I will stay here with my. I guess I can use my rifle in close range. So I will prepare my rifle in her fucking face.
Okay. Amazing. And then
That's where we are.
fucking love that. That's honestly, I'm glad because this is going really poorly for you because now it's Sydney's turn. I mean Lydia's turn, and she might be out because now we have to discuss toxicity wounds. I am gonna roll 6 dice against your force, and so you need to prepare your force. How good is your force?
My force. Oh.
Uh-oh.
4.
All right. So, depending on how many successes I have, you have to roll higher than that. So, if I get, for example, 2 successes, you have to roll higher. Otherwise, you take 2 conditions. If I roll.
And I'm just rolling my 4 force. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. I'm gonna roll. Oh no.
How many?
I got 3 successes. That is really
Well,
bad.
statistically, I'm gonna die.
Well,
Statistically speaking, I am fucked.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Well, that's not 1 so far, so I have 3
Oh my
chances to get 3 successes. No. No.
oh, fucking.
And a final no.
Huh. Yeah, this is bad, Sydney.
2 conditions.
No, three conditions because it's as many successes as I get, so it's 3 conditions. Yeah, you're down to.
Oh.
You're down to like 1 hit, like 1 condition left right before you're broken.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I-
Yeah, so I'm exhausted, battered, and wounded.
Cool. And the sad thing here is that next round you take 2 more. You take for every round you take more damage, but like 1 less as the toxin wears off. So next round you're gonna take 2 points of damage, which means you'll be broken. So yep, you guys are okay, maybe this was a very hard adventure to start with. I
No, you know what? I played it
This is what's
true to
happening.
my character, and maybe she dies. You know, like she did drink this tea. Maybe she was not outfitted for fighting Vassin.
Also, Broken isn't dead. Like, Broken is just incapacitated
Absolutely.
for this. So we could end up
Yeah.
in any kind
I'm
of
sure
terrible
when she
situation. We'll
faints, when Lydia faints, I'm sure this Vassin is just gonna leave her alone.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody in the house is gonna also take care
Yeah.
of me. All the men will come to my aid and
I
help
mean, it
me.
is March 14 after all, steak and blowjob day.
I'm waiting for my steak and blowjobs. Wait, so okay, so I am exhausted, battered, and wounded, but I can still
Yep.
take my actions.
Indeed.
Correct? Like I can do.
You can
whatever.
do
Okay.
minus.
But you have a 3
Yeah.
penalty to your die.
For the 3
Yeah.
conditions that I take, yeah. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, yeah, I think Lydia is just going to pull her pistol out and point it at Kitty and say, "What the bloody hell was in that tea?" And she's gonna shoot her.
Amazing.
Okay, here we go.
Go for it.
Just one success.
Yeah, you hit her. So yeah, she
That's
takes
gonna be
she takes
2
some
damage. Oh wait, hold on, I
Um,
forgot my bonus. Hold on.
All right.
Nope, that's it. Okay.
Perfect. I mean, you chip away at her, and she gets the condition luring. She tries to get a victim to follow her or help her. That maybe I shouldn't have revealed that text. Damn it.
I think Lydia's fooled me once. She's like, I'm not drinking any more stinking tea.
Hey, you should come with me. I'll treat your wound.
I don't think so.
All right, it's the second round. I am quite excited, but I'm also like, I've never had a TPK ever, not even as a player. So I just want to say this before we, before the inevitable TPK happens. Before night falls. Exactly. This is still in the afternoon. You just saw a cute kid referring to this lady as the sheep lady, and now you're here getting slaughtered. So the thing is, you don't even know what Vaesen this is, and you can still take knowledge actions. Like, I will give you that free actions if you want to, like, roll, like, oh, now when she's, fully a full beast, in beast mode, you could, like, maybe, like, oh, I recognize that picture, and things like that, because we haven't even scratched the surface of this mystery. See, what the book said is, like, the challenge here will be for the players to try to stealthily enter the house and investigate it, and I'm like, okay.
That was really it? I thought it was going to be...
No.
She looked at us through the window. I thought we were supposed to stealth through the house.
Absolutely meet her at first, but then the adventure is like... and clearly she's trying to get you to leave, but neither of you were like... both of you were like, nope, we're not going to leave. We're going to investigate, you bitch. And so now... And then if she panics, she starts attacking. But she doesn't want to attack initially.
Sure.
And now it's George's turn. He just killed a dog, and now he's going for the owner. Violet, would you like to parry his attack? He's coming with a sword.
I would.
All right, here he comes. He did not hit, so you wasted, unfortunately, a parry. See, that's the thing.
That's okay. It happens.
I'm sure you don't need that parry for what's coming now.
For this big old bitty.
And it is her turn. And she tries to claw you again. Violet. So you're having 2 against you, but she's a little stronger. 3 successes. Again, I have to take a picture of this. I'm rolling fucking crazy right now. And I'm not kidding. I'm not like... I actually do... I want, like, if I'm gonna TPK, I want a TPK for real, but I'm taking a picture of this because this is, like, sexy and at the same time. Yeah, you take 2 points of damage. Unless you have...
now battered.
Yeah, and it's Lydia's turn.
All right, so now I take 2 more conditions.
Yeah, Lydia, take out 2d6. 2d6s, and then I want you to roll it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
wanna go for low numbers, unless you wanna die.
Okay. What happened to Henry? Didn't he lose an eye? There was something crazy, or I forget.
No, it was like he got really, really, really damaged, but then he got crushed once, but then he got like an eye injury, impaired eyesight. So it wasn't like he didn't even lose an eye. He just got like temporarily blinded.
Okay, guys, I rolled. And I rolled a 34, which is a back injury. Not fatal,
Not fatal.
but my defect is a hunchback.
Oh.
And I lose a point in agility, which sucks.
And you unfortunately are out of the fight.
And I'm unconscious.
This is just a nice starter adventure for anybody who
I think
wants
Lydia
to try the game.
I think Lydia is like, what's funny is she gets a back injury from like poison, but I think maybe she like retches really hard, you know, like she's having horrible like stomach pains and like her insides are on fire obviously from poison. And I think she like retches really hard and you just hear like a and she passes out on the ground, kind of like foaming a little bit at the mouth and like a vertebrae, like slip disc, you know, and she's just unconscious.
Yeah.
Jesus. it's Violet's turn, but yep, the last thing you remember, Lydia,
Right.
is that you see this monster clawing at your new friend Violet as you fade into the darkness.
All right. So, she looks down at Lydia and she says, Lydia, get up! We cannot. Ugh, get away from me, you bitch! And she pulls her rifle up and stares through it and tries to shoot at her. Let's see. I've got ranged combat of 3. I've got precision of 5. And then I get +2 for my gun. 3 plus 5. Okay. 10. Thanks for playing. Alright. Come on, man.
This is one of those boss fights you're supposed to run away from.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do.
Fuck! Okay, I got one success. So that's gonna be a damage of 2.
And she takes 2 more conditions because I did not say that I was gonna parry that, and I think I already did.
Oh.
Whew.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
baby. And I can't do anything else because I already parried
Oh shit.
a gentleman before.
And as this happens, as you hit her, something changes about her. She turns into the human self again, looking a lot younger than she did before. And she's giving you a very hungry stare that you recognize as sexual. Now, this is what it says that the condition does, by the
Uh-oh.
way. I'm not, like, being weird, but it says
Okay.
fawning and seductive. That's my condition. And so she tries to get closer to you, try to see if she can seduce you into coming closer, to give up, to lower
Sure,
your
sure.
gun. Based on what you've seen, Violet, this is a foe that might be very, very hard to beat. Some memory inside of you, having maybe read up on this at the Rose House in the library, a few times you got access to their vast library with knowledge. You seem to remember reading about these Scottish creatures that would lure in men specifically and eat them and feed off of their life source. Have these little colonies, little lairs, where they would gather them. You don't necessarily remember the name, but you do remember that they're incredibly powerful and dangerous. And you don't remember, I mean, you haven't gathered enough information to know how to even perform a ritual to get rid of her. But how about you roll like a knowledge or anything?
Okay. I can do that. Let's see, you've got investigation 1. Or do
Learning,
you want me
you
to
do
do
learning.
learning or investigation? Learning. Okay, so that's 3 dice. Let's see. That's one success.
And you remember that, she might be a fey creature and they hate Christianity.
Yeah.
And that you would maybe know. So if you have anything, any sort of Christian memorabilia, like a cross or anything, that might deal more damage towards her. But at this point,
Right.
you know it's going to be really, really hard to defeat her. However, here comes her strike against you.
And I only get my action back at the top of the round,
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
this is the top
okay.
of the round, actually. Yeah, so,
Oh,
but
is
I,
it?
but,
Great. I parry.
all right.
That is 0 successes.
And unfortunately, I rolled really, really well.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
So you also take a broken condition because
All
another
right.
2 damage. I rolled 4 6s on 10
Oh
d6s.
my! So we're both. What is
Done.
gonna happen?
We fade from this scene as this claw completely slits the throat of Violet Mulligan. Smoke rises up from a burning house, and we see it's the Newford house. Sergeant Gerald Hall, the police officer we met earlier, is watching the devastation, having no idea what happened. Screams from inside, from burning bodies. Eventually, when the fire is gone, there are several bodies found, completely burnt to a crusp, but it takes a couple of weeks before they can identify, and they frankly have no idea what happened to anyone or anything. They assume that was another party that just went poorly, that someone fell asleep with a cigarette, something stupid like that. And the secret of the Newford house is unfortunately never revealed or discovered. Because you two failed at this mission.
We absolutely fucking beefed it on this mission, I'll be honest. Like, I feel stupid for how bad we fucking beefed it. I cannot believe that I beefed it so bad.
We really should have tried to sneak in.
I don't know why.
Or to just leave. We just leaned in so hard. I was like, "Where's Martin?"
The only mistake you guys made, because you were doing great in terms of like coming up with fun solutions of like, let's check out the newspaper, let's go to the police station, like all those things like made sense. Let's talk to the neighbor, and then like talk to her, which is what most people probably would do, like talk to her first and see what's up. The one thing you did do, the fatal mistake, was that you
was asking how tall she
exactly.
was.
Oh yeah, I fucked that one up. I fucked that one up.
And also, wait, Violet, was it you that said like, "Can I call you Kitty?" Or was
that was also me. I fucked that one up too. I goofed too much.
No,
we were having so much fun.
Yeah, we did. It was hard to keep.
The problem was with our super goofy accents and our just like sweet summer children. We were just like, all right, we're gonna have an adventure, right?
I think also we were coming off the high of the other season where like we rarely got super injured. Yeah, like we rarely got super injured because our characters like, I don't know, we just were better at it, and I think I was having
they were so much smarter.
I was having so much fun with this one that I forgot to actually like be good at the game.
See, we need sessions like this as well, and it was also like it's super hard for me to like remember that this is also a super serious game, so I was like, oh god, because I also wanted to goof off. I'm like, I don't want to play this awful woman who's gonna kill you now. Well,
now everyone out there, you know what Ellie is capable of. It's not just birds, it's people,
and dogs.
It's the women and children too.
The dogs. I think the most crucial mistake was to push her a little bit too hard, because she asked you to leave and you pushed harder, and it says that's like the countdown for the catastrophe. The catastrophe is not her killing you. The catastrophe is that she burns down the house and leaves with some of the people from her colony. But I thought it was cooler to just burn the fucking thing down.
Well, I hope everybody enjoys Steak and Blowjob Day.
Happy Steak and Blowjob Day, everyone.
So this is not the end of the season, though. Like, we're going to roll new characters, right?
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving us all that money.
This was so much fun. Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
That was it. A 4 episode arc.
Little mini series.
Utter asinine stupidity.
But you two will have to bring in new characters for next week. Already now, I want you to focus on this for next week, or for the future episodes. I want you to create characters that are already involved with the society, that already know each other. Because I am modifying a Delta Green adventure.
Oh, shit.
For next week.
Oh, it's going to be
And you will
messed
find
up.
out. Oh, it's really messed up, and it's also super deadly, equally as deadly.
Oh, I'm so
if
excited.
Not even more. For those of you who haven't played Delta Green, it's incredibly deadly. But it's not going to be Delta Green. It's going to be Vaesen rule set, also set in the 19th century. Haven't decided on location yet, but you two are already sort of involved with the society.
Amazing.
You are seasoned Vaesen hunters. so you won't be making really dumb mistakes.
Sid, I'm going to have to text you because I feel like we need to create a backstory that makes us really want to live. I think that's the only thing.
I have 2 characters in mind, if I could suggest.
Yeah, you go
little
for it.
somebody named Amber and little somebody named Jane. Thoughts?
They travel back from the future.
Yes. It's like magic treehouse shit. They like go into